Dear students, thank you for tuning in. This lesson is for English 810 for technical and vocational schools. It is Unit 8, Lesson 5, Past Modals. In order for you to do the lesson well, you need the following. Number 1, Project Success 3 Student's Book. Number 2, a notebook or a piece of paper. Number 3, a pen or a pencil. And number 4, a dictionary. Lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to use past modals in writing sentences. So, let me ask you the question, what is a past modal? In order for me to explain this to you, you need to read this sentence. See? She, and I have a gap, you to clean your room. You need to use the past modal in this sentence. Should have told. She should have told you to clean your room. Let me try another example. They, gap, the place for doing exercises. Let us modal. May have used. They may have used the place for doing. A third example. The doctors, gap, hard to save the sick. Using past modal will be must have worked. The doctors must have worked hard to save the sick. So, past modals like should have told, may have used, must have worked are used to talk about preposition, suppositions, or speculations regarding the past. A past, something like telling or using. You will find them in each sentence. Have told, have used, have worked. So, let me explain past modal even further. Past modals are used to talk about suppositions or speculations. So, I will pull up the timeline, okay, and where is the present in the middle, the past and the future. We use past modals are used to talk about suppositions or speculations regarding the past, which is in an unknown or unspecific point in time in the past. Past modals. So, we have a list of past modals. We have should, could, must, may, and might. Past modals. So, the modals are again should, could or could not, must, may, might. And we have uses for each one of them. So, we use should. Should is used to express regrets about the past. Could not, we use it to express regrets, possibility, or degree of certainty. Must, may, and might are used to express degrees of certainty about the past. So, building past modal affirmative sentences. That means positive sentences. So, we start with a subject pronoun, and then a modal, and then have, then past participle, and then a complement, completion of the sentence. So, let us put the subject pronouns. For example, I. You can say I. Or he, she, it. You can use the boy as a subject pronoun. Or the team. Or you. And then we use the modals. So, should, could, may, might, and must. Then I add have, just like that. Then I use the past participle of the verb. In this case, it is played. You will notice that the verb ends with ed. That means it is a past participle. And then we add the complement. Let me read you the sentence. I should have played chess before. Or you can say, the boy may have played chess before. So, let's jump to task number 1. Question. Fill in the gaps in the following. And you have a mark of 3. Number 1. They, gap, at home. You should use the modal and the verb between the parentheses. You have 5 seconds. Now let's check the modal answer. The answer is should have stayed. They should have stayed at home. If you are correct, give yourself a mark. Let's do number 2. She, gap, the reports a bit late. You have to use the modal may plus the verb between the parentheses. You have 5 seconds. Now let's check the answer. The answer is may have submitted. May have submitted. Now, number 3. The owner gap the shop by now. You have to use must plus close. You have 5 seconds. Now let's check the answer. The answer is must have closed. Must have closed. Now correct yourself out of 3 and let's carry on. So building past modals using negative sentences. So we start with the subject pronoun as always, and then a modal, and then not, which is the negative word, and then have, then past participle, then the complement. Okay, so we use the subject pronouns just like before, and then we add the modals just like before, and then we just add not. So we have the word have, and then past participle played, chess before. But we also can abbreviate could and not, may and not, modal and not, just like this. Shouldn't, couldn't, mayn't, mightn't, mustn't. Then we add have and past participle, then complement. Let's do task number 2. Question. Fill in the gaps in the following. And you have a mark of 3. Number 1. He, gap, you, a permit. You have to use a modal might plus the verb give. You have 5 seconds. All right, let's check the answer. The answer is might not have given or mightn't have given. All right, if you're correct, give yourself a mark. Number 2, the man, gap, that car. You should use should plus by. 5 seconds. Let's check the answer. The answer is shouldn't have bought. Shouldn't have bought. All right, number 3. You, gap, that all by yourself, could, and design. 5 seconds. Let's check the answer. The answer is you couldn't have designed that all by yourself. All right, give yourself a mark of 3 and let's carry on. Forming the past participle. You see, it is very important to know how to form the past participle to form more past modal sentences. So we have verb types. The first type is regular verbs, and the rule is simple. You have the verb plus ed, just like the examples. Play, you just add ed to make it in the past participle. Played, visit, visited, call, called. But we also have a different category. It is irregular verbs, where we do not have a simple rule. Just like be becomes been, it changes totally. And then break, broken. Fall, fallen. Bring, brought. Cost stays the same, cost. If you open a dictionary or if you go online, you will find a similar table to this, where you have the base form, present simple, past participle, present participle. The first example is with do. Do in the base form is do. And then you have do, does in the present simple. Then did. And then done as the past participle. Then doing as the present participle. Write, writes, wrote, written, writing. Pay, pay, pays, paid, paid, and paying. We are going to focus on the past participle in this lesson. Task number 3. In your notebooks, answer the following. Question A. Complete the sentences with the past modal forms of the verbs. And you have a mark of 4. Number 1. I may change